Oh, hi.
Is this thing on?
Wow. Welcome back from our little break or little filming hiatus.
Well, our audience doesn't know that we were on a hiatus, but
Nope.
Meg and I haven't filmed in over a month.
It's weird.
Well, also too, consider by the time you guys are seeing this, it's probably summer. We're filming this the beginning of April. We haven't filmed since the end of February, beginning of March.
Happy Easter, Allie.
It's literally today is Easter Sunday. It's literally Easter Sunday.
Wow.
So you want to do rock, paper, scissors?
I do. It's our first time doing rock, paper, scissors in months, actually.
Months. Literal months.
Wow. We've just been doing rollies. So, yeah.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. All right. Off to a great start. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn it.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I almost did rock, and I was like, last second, just
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fuck you.
I still got it, baby. Let's go. Yeah, take it away, Allie.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Rated MA. As always, I'm Allie, and this is Meg. And today we are starting a brand new show for our channel. We are watching Interview with the Vampire, starting with season 1, episode 1, of course. Here's a little bit of preface. Meg and I know fuck all about this show. Meg hadn't even heard of it before I mentioned it to her. I know the title. I know that Jacob Anderson is in this show from Game of Thrones. I know he's Grey Worm. I know that Bailey Bass is later in this show. I don't think she's in season 1. I don't know. And I know that there's a character named Lestat who is blonde. And
That's
it's
about
about
it.
vampires. That's about it. It's
All I
not much
know-
else.
All I know is that it's about vampires.
I couldn't tell you the time period in which it takes place. I couldn't tell you if it's like a political drama. I couldn't tell you. I don't even know if this is a comedy. I think this is a drama.
New Orleans in 1910. That's what it says on the screen.
We know nothing about this show. I've seen like one meme from this show, which is the no whites allowed. I have seen that. No context for it. Zero fucking
What?
context for it. I couldn't even explain it to you. There's a moment where Jacob Anderson's character, don't know his name. Is it Louis? I don't know. He walks up to a door and he puts a sign on the door and it says no whites allowed. And then he walks away. And it was like viral a couple years ago, I think. That's the only thing I've seen from the show. And I've seen pictures of Bailey Bass. I think her character's name is Claudia. I think.
I have no idea. Allie's on socials way more than I am.
Yeah, Meg is not on social media. I cannot get off of social media. So there's that. Meg and I will very quickly do introductions for those of you that are new. I'm Allie. I'm a screenwriter and a video editor. I have a master's in screenwriting and I have a bachelor's degree in audio and video production. So I tend to look at things from a more story-driven lens. I like looking at character choices, character motivations. I like looking at plot. I'm going to call out things like the midpoint, the inciting incident. I'm going to call out all that shit because those are things that I was trained to study.
I'm Meg, and I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in film production with emphasis in cinematography. So cinematography is definitely has my heart. I was in production for a little bit, and now I work in post. My editorial eye between this channel and work has definitely grown and gotten stronger. So I might be picking around on those things as well, but I love talking about cinematography and don't get me started on lighting. I love lighting. So those are some things that I'm probably going to be not picky at.
All that to say, Meg and I tend to take notes as we go throughout this. You will see us looking down. You will see us writing, especially in a show like this where we know fuck all about it. We're going to be needing these notes to tell us what the fuck is going on. We may occasionally refer to it. Usually at the end of our videos, we also do a notes portion. If you would like to watch these videos early on Patreon, you can follow the link in the bio of this video. There's also a link on our channel as well. We do upload them early on Patreon. As of right now, which is April, we usually do them a day early. However, by the time that this series comes out, it may be earlier. We may be able to push to a week early. I don't actually know. They do come out early on Patreon. They also come out unedited on Patreon. So if you wanted to watch the unedited reaction, you can also do that. They are behind a paywall. They are behind a $3 paywall, but there are also $5 tiers and $7 tiers that have slightly more benefits if you are interested in those. But without any further ado, Meg, are you ready to get started?
Yeah, I'm ready. I just already ate all my snacks, so
All right, here we go. And in 3, 2, 1, go.
Stories out there that need to be told. There's shit out there that's just, wrong. News used to be a bunch of guys who look like me, huddled around a desk. This little fucker
Oh,
changed all of that.
what?
okay.
Your sources are your Sherpas. Your editor is your priest. Honesty is not a tactic.
Guerrilla warfare since 2014. Can he make his fantasy a reality?
Oh, wait. Does he have a bite?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had something on his neck.
Oh.
I'm very much liking the way this is shot, though. It has a lot of depth.
I like it.
The thing I'm trying to figure out is what's the deal with this subvariant business? I mean, is that more contagious? Is it? So you think? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Why get any closer to the bug than I need to? Uh-huh.
Louis DuPont, I think was the name.
I think so. Tapes.
Oof.
Wow. What a throwback.
I know.
You weren't always a vampire, were you? No. I was a 33-year-old man when I became a vampire.
Oh.
Oh.
I think I want to tell the real story.
Oh, it's literally the interview with the vampire.
It is. I was literally writing that.
Literally just clicked with me.
Dear Mr. Malloy, I hope this letter finds you safe and thriving. I've been following your career with some interest since our last meeting. The passage of time and the frailties that accompany it have provided me perspective.
Is this like Dubai?
They said that this was in Louisiana?
This is Dubai.
49 years and thousands of miles removed from the room we shared in San Francisco.
I told my editor I was meeting with the most dangerous man in the world.
You've grown old, Daniel.
Yeah, well, mortality beats a heavy drum.
Your book makes no mention of our prior meeting.
Whole planet's having a moment, I'd say.
You have Parkinson's disease, Daniel.
And you've got your own hangar at the airport, privileges on the Royal Maidan Bridge, and zero presence online.
Have I hit a nerve?
What does it cost, this haven't aged in half a century, killer views in all directions, anonymity?
Quite a lot.
That's the sun out there. Where's your coffin?
You're standing in it.
Good answer.
Yeah.
It's a sick as fuck answer, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, well, things didn't end well the last time. So forgive me if I'm a little nervous.
He did get bit.
What you asked for, boy? Yeah, well, you don't know what human life is like.
Oh, he's fast.
Disrespectful.
Fast as fuck, boy. This is such an improvement from Twilight, like speed mechanics.
I know.
I don't do puff portraiture anymore.
You got on a plane with an autoimmune disease in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh.
That's when he was talking about the bug.
Oh.
I ask all the wrong questions.
Yes.
There's contradictions in your story I never follow up on.
Yes.
Why again? What's changed?
The world? Circumstances?
I do my best work one-on-one.
Would you see to Mr. Malloy's room?
What is the vampire's name again?
Louis DuPont de Lac.
Across from Mr.
Louis DuPont.
Oh,
de
I
you
Lac.
would waited
could've
4
waited.
fucking seconds.
So, how long have you been dead?
God, he's so handsome.
Yeah, he is.
He was good looking in Game of Thrones too.
The year was 1910, the fall of the 5th year of my father's passing,
The eldest son.
the favored son, and a sizable trust to oversee as a consequence. The only place in New Orleans a gentleman of my complexion could do a righteous business was a neighborhood called Storyville. You could say I managed and operated a diversified portfolio of enterprises.
You were a pimp.
Wow, this looks like they built a real town, like a real set.
It does. I love it. I love practical sets.
Practical sets are always better than CGI, argue with the wall.
Got any bills in them fat fucking rolls of yours?
I was, admittedly, a rougher thing then.
I apologize. I was only trying to show you my love.
Fuck you. He stuck it in my shit box.
I did no such thing.
He went to the club, he kept on fucking. So I gave him a little squirt of my catfish dinner for going there.
I love this show. I love it. I love it already. That's so my humor.
Get your hands off me.
Oh. The whiplash I am feeling right now is crazy.
Oh, forgive me. There's so much wine. Don't worry, none.
Do you not realize, sister, your body is part of Christ the Lord?
Second time this month.
When you take that body and enjoy
And I
it
can
and
give 2
harlotry,
moons if
you
he's
are
your brother,
defiling
Mr.
the
Dulac.
Lord.
Tell Mama not to wait up.
There's blood on your
Is that
shirt.
his brother?
Yeah, I think they said it was his brother.
And his brother's a preacher, a priest?
I think they called him a priest. Looks like his
Listen to me,
younger brother
please.
too.
I'm having a fucking night, okay? I can't have it with your food.
Priest that got hands though.
Get on home.
Is that a full-on sword?
Uh-huh. That actually is real. Like in the early 1920s and like the 1910s, they did used to hide blades, like very thin, long blades in canes. That is 100% real. I know that from Shadow and Bone because Shadow and Bone had the same thing.
I want one.
It's kind of sick as fuck, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't look weak on liberty.
Okay. He's the other
You
main
never
character. I
knew
know
who
him.
was
That's
watching.
Lestat.
Oh, that's the guy who turns him.
I'm pretty sure Lestat is like the vampire.
Profiting from the damnation of souls.
Let's not fuss on the particulars.
My mother consumed herself with preparations for my sister's wedding.
Daddy was here, we still be in sugarcane.
That it was a lie. You still be locked up in that hospital in Jackson.
Harry.
Ooh.
Your brother sounds like a pain in the ass.
Fragile.
I will say, as a story mechanic, I love flashbacks with narration of like, this is me telling you the story. I love that. I really do like that.
I loved him more than anyone on earth. And our daily stroll to St. Augustine was the measure of a good day started.
I want Father Matthias. Thank you.
Ain't got nothing to confess to anyhow. Wasting a good man's time.
I haven't seen you in confession of late, Louis.
My business and my raised religion were at odds. That I was a red-blooded son of the South, seeking ass before absolution.
Seeking ass before absolution is crazy work.
Competition for Tom Anderson's Fair Play Saloon.
Lily did that.
This is like a casino?
Lily working tonight?
Miss Lily's on the terrace.
It was a palace of opulence and splendor.
I think it's more of like a bar.
Private game on Friday if your date book is free, Louis. Can do, Mr. Anderson, can do.
He's made a good name for himself despite his, the job that he works, but I guess being a pimp wasn't that bad back then. This is gorgeous.
Seul l'impossible peut faire l'impossible.
I don't know much what you're saying.
Only the impossible can do the impossible. Miss Lily.
You speak French?
We speak all sorts of tongues in New Orleans.
It's true. French Quarter.
How'd you manage to get yourself through the front door?
Excuse me?
I mean that as a compliment.
He's got a great voice.
Your name is Louis. Of course it's Louis.
I didn't get your name, fella.
I know who you are, sir. You're the man who made me buy a townhouse in the quarter. I owe you everything.
Lestat
I
de
know
Lioncourt.
sometimes
What a
men of my
fucking name.
race, we all look alike to you people.
19th century man at heart, yes, making his transatlantic journey by ship.
Besides your accent.
Put that on my account, thank you. And 2 more for us.
Oh.
So I'm out on the Crescent Coast, floating past your village, when I hear music playing. I disembarked for the music, but then there was food.
I couldn't
This is
believe it.
bold.
Staring me down as his hands went wandering the seams of Miss Lily's dress. I couldn't move. My body was seized with weakness.
And the women, all shades of skin.
He doesn't blink and it's freaking me out.
I don't like this.
It was not until a few nights later, quand je regarde un homme sortir un couteau de sa canne, that I said to myself, Lestat, unpack your trunks. I had planned to make a new life for myself in Saint Louis. That was to be my destiny. Only it turns out the saint is not a city, but a handsome man with a most agreeable disposition.
Are they just like a money war?
I think so. I do think Lestat will win though.
The Orient Rim is yours, monsieur.
Wonderful to meet you. I do hope I run into you again, Louis.
I wanted to murder the man.
Oh, do you see
What's
his
his
hand?
I wanted to be
Yeah.
the man.
Is that from when he stuck it in the light, maybe? It hasn't healed yet?
Oh, it burned. Oh, that's I love that shot. That was
a great shot.
love a good reflection.
Again, everything that I've seen here has been a practical set. No fucking complaints from me.
No, not at all. I'm loving this.
I've loved the scenery. I've loved the dialogue. I've loved everything so far. I knew I was probably going to like this show, but I also speak a little bit of French, so I actually could understand him, which was kind of cool. It's kind of a cool experience for me. Okay, is now a good time to mention that I'm super jumpy? That scared the shit out of me, and I was expecting it.
That's crazy.
Still very peculiar, they say. Each one the same. Small
Good
wounds to the
shot.
body.
The cinematography is amazing. I wrote down his name's David Tattersall. Fantastic work.
We call those bureaucrats in France.
Gentlemen.
I love Louis in all these brown suits. Such an interesting color palette. Love it.
We met already, Mr. Anderson, sir.
In front of a florist, wasn't it? We both wanted the last bouquet of lilies.
What a bitch.
I'm terrible at cards. Did I not mention that to everyone? Would you mind getting me some more of these money chips?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I think it'll be fine.
I recommended the alderman find a managing partner before he commits his money. I recommended he think of you, Louis.
I reckon a man can make a decent sum. Yes, sir, Mr. Fenwick, sir.
I said you'd do it for 10%.
Proposing 10% for all the work?
There's capital investment, and there's labor.
These men look down on you. I have to say, I find it appalling how
That's
men like yourself
crazy.
are treated in this country of yours.
I didn't know he was telepathic. The fuck?
10%. 15%.
What?
Do you suffer these indignities for some larger purpose?
That's crazy. Do you also see the eye color? Like that looks like he's
They're his eyes. They're Lestat's eyes.
And do you think two pair will win the hour?
You fucker.
this is wild.
Does he have magic? I'm confused.
Well, vampires have a lot of abilities.
But they can stop time?
I'd never heard of that.
I believe there is great opportunity in this city. But to seize it, I'll need protection from the wolves.
This is so cool.
This is dope as hell.
And that's all to say, and forgive me, Monsieur de Pontelac, for my bias, but where is the business if there is
Okay,
no
it leaves
capital? It does
like
not
a there's
exist.
like a headache behind.
He wouldn't tell me how he did it. He was in love with my city and wanted to know everything he could about it.
So you played docent to the gentleman vampire.
He ransacked the import houses to furnish his townhouse, and with encouragement,
He looks good. in
updated
that.
his wardrobe to the fashion trends of the season.
But he can see himself in the mirror.
Yeah, he can stop time, but he has a reflection. But just playing fast and loose with vampire mechanics here.
I was being hunted, and I was completely unaware it was happening.
Oh, the next stare.
That's hot.
You had to be home to hear that.
I come home nights.
You come home some nights. Out catting with some white man out here.
He ain't white, he French.
He ain't white, he French.
I'm just trying to give you the word of the Lord. Understand? Yes. Yes.
Is he talking to nothing?
Do we think something's going on with him?
Just a little.
Is it like religious psychosis or something more?
I think it might be something more.
Levy told me of a place. Over in Gretna. Takes in men like Paul.
Yes. You.
I worry. I worry so much.
Worry about your own life.
Worry about what you're gonna wear in London, in Paris, Florence.
Oh,
First class on boats, trains, and hotel
What
rooms.
did you go and do?
that's really sweet.
He seems like a great brother.
Mama.
I love the detail that the bottom of her skirt is wet.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, the bottom of her skirt was wet because they were walking through the grass. I love that. The great detail.
I can't thank you enough, Mama Dulac. I've never been east of Alabama, and now I'm going to see the pyramids. My mother, she gave me every advantage in life as a young man.
It was Louis that purchased your holiday levy. It's Louis who controls the money.
Don't mind Levy.
And I don't know who gave you the right to call our mother your mother. She's not your mother. And what exactly is the nature of your relationship with my brother, Monsieur Leon Cool?
Your brother and I have been discussing a few investment opportunities.
Are you one with Christ, Mr. Leon?
How about you shut your damn mouth?
I came to know Christ in a monastery. I wanted to be a priest, and under the guidance and discipline of the monks who lived there, I came to memorize both the testaments. My father, a vulgar man, did not think much of this education, where between beatings, starvations, and the failure of Christ to intercede the beatings and starvations, I slowly forgot. There is an ocean between Christ and myself.
There's people skin.
Que cela satisfera.
Yeah.
Dans la cage de votre esprit.
Don't do that shit here.
I am cursed with my father's temper.
That's all right. It's the humidity. It does that sometimes.
She's so right
Why do we
about
have some
that.
ice wine?
When Paul ain't picking at his plate, he's picking a fight. If I had your tricks, I'd have done the same.
The liberty he has with his thoughts, however misshapen they may be, your brother has no shame in sharing them. Dishonesty breeds dishonesty.
They sit in judgment.
You don't need to defend yourself to me, Louis. I know what you go through to keep your family ignorant in their comfort.
Nothing but broken souls around me, and the ones that ain't broke, greedy. You did good getting off that boat when you did. St. Louis is dull as dishwater.
St. Louis.
But he couldn't get to St. Louis by boat, so it has to be something else.
I bought you a
Yeah.
gift.
I will say.
A gift.
A flower.
That's not Lily, is it?
Yeah, it is Lily.
Does Lily turn him?
I don't know. I have a feeling he's gonna get turned by the end of this episode, but we're halfway through it, I think.
What's that little song playing?
You like it? I composed it for a young violinist I once knew. A pair of misfit beauties. I can see why you both run to the other.
I told Mr. Lianku. You and me usually just talk.
What kind of a man wastes his waste with words?
A beautiful man.
There's nothing to be nervous about. The curtains are closed. The servants sent home.
That's your thing then? You like to watch?
I've been watching you for some time now, Louis. From river to lake, looking for my companion heart.
How you do that? Get my head like that.
Such a pretty head.
Are they gonna...
Uh-huh. Almost assuredly. There is a lot of nudity in this show. I think it is like that, but we'll see. Yeah, for sure. Because he wants Louis. She's just there because Louis liked her. He was like, hey, whoa, what?
Dormez bien, Miss Lily.
What? Hey, yo?
Hey, yo. I love this music. It's like hopeful.
Yeah.
Which is interesting that this is the choice.
Yep, he got bit.
But we don't know if this is what turns. Are they floating?
Is this Baldur's Gate? Is this Gale?
God, he's got a nice ass.
Yeah, he does.
Good God. I don't know shit all about Anne Rice's vampires, but I'm interested.
It bears repeating, I did not consider myself a homosexual man at the time.
Homosexual. Interesting way to say that word.
Obviously, I've come to embrace my sexuality. Of course, you know that. We met at a gay bar, didn't we, Daniel? You've been married?
Twice. But we're not here for me.
When you were using drugs, Mr. Malloy, do you remember the best you ever had?
Mexican black tar that Carly and Pedro were slinging.
So, imagine that. Multiply it by miles. and the rings of Saturn are back. For a human, experiencing it for the first time, it was unsettling. But for the feelings of intimacy, it awoke within me. I had no room for feelings like these in my life. You could be a lot of things in New Orleans, but an openly gay Negro man was not one of them. I shut that night out of my mind and turned my attentions back to life as it was before.
Oh,
Oh, the
that
wedding.
dress is so beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
This fucking guy. I feel like Paul's gonna die.
Probably. He might figure
Gonna
out that his
try
brother's a
not to cry
vampire
now.
and try to...
Well, remember when we started this episode, they gave a warning of suicide.
Oh, yeah.
Half of y'all don't know this, but these no good boys used to shuffle for pennies on Sunday. Oh, Louis. Come on, please.
Shoes are tight.
Oh, the shoes is fine. It's the feet that's fat.
Cool.
I love this.
I'm enjoying this show a lot.
Me too. I didn't know how it was going to be, but I'm loving this.
I had no idea. I knew Lestat and Louis were romantically linked. Lovers, maybe, but that was pretty much all I knew about them. It's too happy.
Something's gonna happen.
I'm waiting for the ball to drop.
I was gonna say, do you think it's gonna be with Paul, though?
I could see Paul dying in like a fit of like religious psychosis, or something happens with Louis where Louis gets hurt and Lestat has to turn him, maybe?
Go miss it.
Talk, I have to concentrate.
It's them
Oh,
three
no.
pieces of chicken
Is someone
cake
gonna
holding you
fall?
back.
What are they doing?
Watching the sunrise together? I do think someone's going off this roof. I'm stressed out, Meg.
Oh, it's beautiful, though.
It's a really fucking cool shot, Meg.
9,517. I think you should get married next.
Do we now?
And you should marry Hazel, the one you were dancing too close with. If you dance that close, you ought to be married. You still doing business with that man Lestat?
Nah, didn't work out.
That's good. Because he the devil.
You think everyone's a devil.
He spoke to me without moving his lips.
He got tricks is all.
You think Levy loves her enough?
Levy is the
No,
husband.
Grace needs a lot of love.
I do.
Mother made a good party for Grace.
Yeah. And they're gonna talk about this one for years.
Yeah.
This feels like a goodbye. Yeah,
I love
it's
you,
a
Louis.
goodbye.
Yeah.
I love you
He's
too,
going right
baby
off
brother.
that fucking roof.
Wait, seriously, do you think?
Yeah, I do. I think he's gonna fucking run right off the edge. He was like making sure everyone's okay. You should get married next.
Paul.
Yeah, look.
Paul!
Yeah.
Hello?
Paul! That was the last sunrise I ever saw. Perhaps the kindest thing the dark gift has given me. I've seen death over and over and over and over again. The diagnosis you received, Daniel, it winds your clock.
I'm gonna die. They're gonna die. But not the vampire.
The vampire is bored.
You must have said something to him, Louis. You must have said something to him to make him do that to himself.
What is up with his mom?
Paul slipped and fell, Florence. I don't think this is something you want to pursue.
He was a fragile boy. You always had to have the last word, didn't you, Louis? You always had to take him down a peg. Why was you even up there?
Watching the sun come up, Mama.
You don't get past the gates if and you kill yourself.
Yeah, that is true. Suicide is a sin.
That's why I was so confused on why he did that.
Paul's in hell.
I don't know why he did it. Maybe I'm missing something. I almost feel like Lestat did it to him.
See,
but
that's what I was kind of wondering. Like, but
I have no proof of that though. But he did say Lestat was talking to him and told him that he was here to
take souls.
To take souls, and maybe he just felt it was hopeless.
He didn't want his soul taken?
Maybe. I don't know.
What was my life worth The big man at Liberty Street, trailing the satin-lined evidence of his failure.
Been avoiding me.
I've been
Miss Lily
occupied.
proved herself a poor substitute, and I don't take kindly to
It's my
being
brother's
avoided.
funeral.
Your brother longed for that flagstone.
What'd you say to me? Lestat's ambush had disoriented me. The sermon that was given I could not hear. He would not let me.
Come to me.
Walk you home, Mama?
No, thank you.
Love it. She didn't mean nothing by it.
What she did
She
now?
just needs to put it somewhere.
Oh my god.
Come to me.
I did not go to the wake. I wanted to grieve alone. But he would not allow it.
My heart broke when I heard of your brother's passing.
Miss Lily. I like Miss Lily. I need Miss Lily.
Miss Lily died.
Oh shit.
I had a suspicion, but I didn't know.
Police found her under the docks.
See, I thought Lestat killed her, but
Because
she
he killed her
contacted the
because
thinkers
Louis
that's
liked
been
her.
going around.
yeah.
Help me, please. He's in my head, Father.
I'll be curious. Can Lestat enter a church, do you think?
I'm a drunk, Lord. I'm a liar. I lure them in and grab what they got, Lord. I take daughters with no homes, and I lie to myself saying I'm giving them roof and food and dollar bills in their pocket, but I look in the mirror, I know what I am. I shame my father. I failed my brother.
No, son.
I run to the bottle. I run to the grift. I run to bad beds. I lay down with a man. I lay down with the devil. And I can't think nothing anymore but his voice and his words. I want to die.
Is he burning down the fucking church?
He killed the priest?
Do you think God heard you? Do you not see how unworthy he is?
How can you humiliate yourself like this?
You little.
Cut short that magnificent life she was living.
Ain't no fever out there. That's you. You bringing the death to town.
I'm not the devil. You were wrong about that. But I can't give you death.
Oh shit.
This music is so cool. It's so old school.
Oh, whoa.
This is
He's
awesome.
Slowing down time.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like all vampires or like just Lestat. Like, is he super powerful?
It could be.
This is fucking awesome, by the way.
Yeah. Hello?
That felt unnecessary.
What rage you must feel as you choke in your sorrow. The first time I laid eyes on you, your beautiful face, I saw that sorrow. I can take away that sorrow, Louis. I can swap this life of shame.
People are crazy.
Swap it out for a dark gift and a power you can't begin to imagine.
I love these close-ups.
You just have to nod your beautiful head and say yes. I love you, Louis. You are loved. This home we barely had a glimpse of. Now it frightens me as much as it does you.
It is difficult to explain how his words disarmed me, and I completely forgot myself and the barbaric scene that surrounded me. The first time in my life, I was seen.
Imagine asking someone out with like two dead priests behind you.
And a burning church.
Burning church.
Oh, Louis.
Drained me to the very threshold.
Oh, his skin's getting paler. Did you notice that? That's crazy.
I wonder how much they spent in VFX to do that.
Oh. Yeah, gotta make him drink it.
There came a pounding of another drum, as if another giant were coming behind it.
It's bouncing between my earphones.
Bubble in my veins. drum and then the other drum.
He's gonna open his eyes and they're blue.
Yep.
The drum was my heart. And the other drum had been his. And we sat there for some time in throes of increasing wonder.
Oh, that's the title of the episode.
The end. The beginning.
Oh, he cries blood?
So.
Oh boy. Okay.
He is an amazing actor.
Yeah, so I know him from Game of Thrones. If you're talking about Louis.
Yeah,
Are you talking about
Louis.
Louis or Lestat? I mean, I think they're both excellent, but
Yeah.
Louis, he was fucking awesome on Game of Thrones too. Jacob Anderson is his name. Fun fact about him, British.
Huh.
Yeah. Very good dialect work in this show.
Very much so. Like he's really good. Like the scene of him in the confessional booth.
Yes, I was thinking, I literally the whole time I was going, he should have been nominated for an Emmy for this.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, he needed a nomination. Was he nominated?
This show, as far as I know, has not won a ton of awards. I don't know. Let me see. But Meg, that was the first episode of Interview with a Vampire. What did you think?
Oh my god, I loved it.
I did too.
I love this show. This is such a good show. Like we said, we had no idea how this was gonna be, but this is such a good show. I was very pleasantly surprised. How about you?
The way I heard about this show, I heard about it through social media, which is where I hear everything that I know about. I heard about it through social media. People were talking about how much they loved it, and everyone basically was saying that like this show should be bigger than it is. It should be winning more awards, should be getting more accolades. They were talking about how good the show was, and basically like I didn't see anything negative about it. So it's like been on my radar for the last handful of years, however long it's been out for. Like it's been on my radar, and it was one of those things where like I never saw the movie because there was a movie in like the 80s or the 90s with Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and Kirsten Dunst. And I never saw that. My mom has seen it, like my family has seen it. I think I own that movie, but I never saw it. So I didn't know the extent. I think coming into this, I knew Lestat was a vampire, and I knew that Louis became a vampire. So I figured that Lestat would be the sire. I knew that it took place in the South I was thinking maybe 1800s, 1900s. I wasn't sure about the time frame. I don't think I knew that it took place in New Orleans, but I was thinking like Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. Like I was thinking like deep South. So again, like Meg and I came into this not knowing hardly anything about it. However, given the way that people talked about it and given the nature of the show, I suspected that I would enjoy it, but I don't think I thought I would enjoy it as much as I did. I really, really liked this.
It's such a good show.
So, by the way, for him, Jacob Anderson, he has never been nominated for an Emmy.
That's crazy.
He's been nominated for like the Astra Awards, Critics' Choice Awards, Gotham Awards, but he's never won.
The show itself was nominated for Outstanding Period or Fantasy Sci-Fi Makeup and Outstanding Period.
But did it win?
No, I don't think so.
Which is a shame. I mean, it's beautiful. I really like it.
The show is just so good.
They had some really interesting shot choices. I think for me, standout of this, I don't know that you saw it because I think you were taking a note. When Louis comes to the poker night, he knocks on the door and they slide open it's like a peephole basically, but it's what you like open it for a password, and he was framed and it was just his face in the peephole. It was such a cool shot.
I was so sad I missed it. You said cool shot and I caught the very end of it and I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's framed wide on it and it's just him in this little square, and it was slightly off center but still fit the rule of thirds. It looked great.
The cinematography is fantastic. That's why I was like, I need to write down the DP's name. David Tattersall, I think is how it's pronounced.
Looks great.
Yeah, fantastic. Like,
so one thing I did know about this show is that Lestat and Louis have like a really fucked up relationship. They like, people I've seen refer to them as toxic lovers, but I didn't know to like what extent that was going to be. Like I didn't know if that was something that was going to develop over time. Fully wasn't expecting in the first episode for Lestat to like manipulate him and basically be like, I've seen you, you're mine, and no one else can have you.
Yeah, I was like,
wasn't expecting
oh.
that in the pilot, which does set up the rest of the show beautifully. I'm very excited to see how that extends. Good God, he's a menace. The guy who plays Lestat, though, I don't know anything about him. He has a great voice.
Guess who he was, David Tattersall? Guess what film he was the DP for? Like, there's a few interesting ones on here, but I think you'll really appreciate this one.
Meg, you're telling me to guess a movie?
Something you like.
Meg, that really doesn't fucking help.
I'll just tell you. It's fine. He was the DP on Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, Romeo and Juliet from 2013. But yeah, I saw Star Wars and I was like, oh, that's sick.
I like that the show is told in 2 different timelines. I knew there was elements of it that took place in the present because that was like something that's like slipped through the cracks to me at some point, was like it made it to modern day. And also, if they're immortal, like I figure we're gonna go through like different periods of time and like time jumps and stuff.
That'd be
but
cool.
I like the idea that this is being told as like a, let me tell you my life story, cut to flashback, and then that's how the show is. I think that that's really, I really enjoy that as a narrative technique.
Another thing is the use of lighting in the show is fantastic. A lot of use, of course, like natural lighting, where it's like, of course, on set, it's especially if it's like an actual like practical set they made, or if you're trying to control times a day, you're actually not going to be using the natural lighting. You're going to have like a light like shining through the window. It depends how like the set is built, but the use of it to even like imitate natural lighting and have those be the motivators, I think is absolute genius, and it's done so well. Accurate motivations. I mean, just the way like that sets the mood, like it's just absolutely fantastic. I love the lighting in this.
Yeah, I actually wanted to look up real quick to see where some of their filming locations were. They actually filmed in New Orleans.
Hey, I
Which
like
is
that they did.
awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That is, well, that makes sense why it looked so good.
Like the plants and all that.
Yeah, well, the plants, the architecture, I mean, they don't really have to do a whole lot when New Orleans just looks like that.
Yeah.
So that is awesome. That's great. Super cool. I love the use of practical sets.
Yeah, this is a good show. I'm glad that you recommended this one because
I'm glad that our patrons on Patreon voted for this show. Thanks,
they
guys.
did. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we created a poll, so this was all thanks to you because we might have not done this.
This beat out some other shows that we were super interested in doing, one of which, Queen's Gambit's one of my favorite shows. That beat out Queen's Gambit, beat out Adolescence, which you and I both have been wanting to watch.
I wanted to watch Adolescence so badly.
We're going to get to Adolescence, and we will get to Queen's Gambit because I fucking love Queen's Gambit. I've seen that show like 3 times. That show is amazing. I want to watch the next one.
Yeah, it is a really good show.
I really fucking enjoyed this.
I loved it.
Are you ready to wrap up?
Oh shit. Yeah. Sorry, I saw the time. I'm like, oh my God, yeah.
Well, I'm more than happy. I took an entire page of notes on this episode. So I'm more than happy to sit and talk, but I feel like I can't praise the acting enough. The acting was incredible. Again, Meg and I both loved the sets, practical effects. It felt really lived in. It felt very homely. I think the 2 lead actors, Jacob Anderson and the guy that plays Lestat, I will learn his name at some point, I promise. Incredible performances by the 2 of them. Both of them were amazing. Really liked them. There were some really great moments that like stunned me in my tracks. This was a 9 out of 10 for me, I think. I fucking loved it. Very
really
excited
good
for the next one. I want to know what this episode's rated.
Ooh, yeah, look that up. Okay, really quick though. Last thing before you do the rating. So after the rating, I want you to pick one note that you made and just read it out. Your favorite note that you made.
Lestat won't him. That's all I wrote. All right, give me yours.
I just
Sam
wrote
Reed, that's his name.
I just wrote floating sex positions and question marks.
Fair enough. This episode has an 8.1 rating.
I feel like it should be a little higher, but
that's on IMDb, which is actually pretty good for IMDb.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's pretty damn good for IMDb. You want me to see the Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
This show has a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Holy shit, as it
That's
should.
so
So
the
far.
critics. The average for the audience is a 78, which is still pretty fucking good.
Yeah. That's really interesting though. The critics is way higher than the audience.
I'm trying to see if they have it. Oh, they have it per episode. The episode was rated 100%. It only has 5 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but they all were 100%. So, but the entire first season has a 98%, and then season 2,
it's gonna fall probably.
Actually, I don't know. I heard season 2 was really good. Season 2 has a 100% rating. Season 1 has a 98 for a 99. So
that's crazy that season 2 is rated higher than season 1. That usually doesn't happen.
Now that I'm seeing it though, I do remember hearing people be like, the show got better. So
that's crazy. All right. Ready to wrap up?
I guess. I'm very excited to watch the next one. I really like this show. I'm very excited.
Me too.
All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. As always, you guys can check us out in any of our playlists for any of our other shows that we've done. We're also on Patreon, as we mentioned before. Meg and I are going to go and get ready to watch the second episode of Interview with the Vampire. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.